Good people, finally we are here with the fully loaded Mazda CX-5. If you want the best quality, I'm at the top trim of the Mazda CX-5 in the Kenyan market. Today we have one here. This one here is a 2018 Mazda CX-5 2.2 liter turbo diesel all-wheel drive with, of course, a sunroof. It's very rare to get a Mazda CX-5 in Kenya with the sunroof. Today we have one of the best cars. I want to take you round through it. Let us see what are some of the features that you get here that you don't get in a regular Mazda CX-5. Now, this car usually competes with the likes of Toyota Harrier, Subaru Forester, Mitsubishi Outlander, and maybe the Mazda CX-8. But this one here today is among the best cars that you can buy. With a price of 3.5 million shillings, you can get yourself a 2018 Mazda CX-5 fully loaded. To get the term fully loaded, this one is the real fully loaded Mazda CX-5. If you don't want a Mazda CX-5 with the sunroof, we have almost 3 Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive. Two of them are without sunroof. This one is the only one that has sunroof today. So I want to take you through. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed, because of course, if you are not, you're missing a lot. So twende kazi, nionyeshe ndani pole pole. Then by the end of the day, you'll tell me if this car is worthy or it's just hype. Twende kazi. So this is one of the best cars in the Kenyan market as of now. This car is a head turner because actually the car looks very, very beautiful. And personally, I love it because it is very sleek and you get value for money, especially in the interior. So we start from the front, then we'll jump into the interior. Let us see what are some of the things that we get here. As you can see, you have this blacked out interior, which is of course the primary color of a Mazda CX-5. The backside is also very, very spacious with heated seats. And of course, you get some decent space in the boot section. And of course, as you can see, this one is a Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive. So this car is actually perfect for all the terrains in Kenya. If you want to drive in the city, in the highway, and also in the off-road, this car is very much capable. Now, being a 2.2 liter turbocharged diesel, you get some decent horsepower and also very good torque, which is a necessity for those of you who want to drive in the highway and also want to venture into off-road drives. So let us start from the front. Let us see what we have. So starting from here, you have this beautiful design for Mazda. Of course, Mazda uses the Kodo blueprint to design their cars. And of course, from here, you don't miss these LED headlights. So you have your projector headlight in the center. Then, of course, you have daytime running lights all around your primary headlights. On the inside part, you have your turn signals, which is actually very good. I have no complaints about that. And on the lower side, you have fog lights, which in the petrol units, you kind of miss them. It's not available. So in the Mazda CX-5 diesel, the fog lights comes in as standard. Extra features that you get here is the headlamp washers, a number of sensors on the front, which is of course now a standard feature in these high-end cars. You have beautiful grille. You also have this beautiful Mazda emblem here on the front. You have a front-facing camera, and of course you have this chrome finish here that is very well placed, and of course it makes the car look very, very beautiful. I love the bonnet. The design is good. I love these lines here. It makes the car look amazing. And of course, that's some of the things that we need to see in cars like this Mazda CX-5. On the lower side of the car, you have this plastic cladding. This one at least helps to protect the car from all those elements, be it stones being thrown around, or if you hit the ground by mistake. Of course, these plastic claddings will actually take the damage before the body of the car takes the beating. Now, we have some large tires over here, being the XDL package, which is the highest trim of the Mazda CX-5. You have these 19-inch tires. These are highway tires, of course. Then, of course, you have these machine-cut signature alloys for Mazda 2018 model. On the inside, you have these solid brake discs, which is quite good. And then, of course, you have your McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs with an anti-roll bar to ensure that you get stable ride whenever you're driving this beautiful SUV right here. On the side of the car, it looks brilliant. There's no much difference. You have the plastic cladding on the lower side. Of course, it goes around through the vehicle. On the side here, you have these side mirrors, which has LED turn signals on them. And of course, you also have a camera on the side mirror. You have chrome finishing all around the window panes, which is quite good. I love the design. It is amazing. And on the top side, you have your sunroof, which is of course a premium feature in most of these cars. Keyless entry. If you have the key in close proximity, you can actually access the interior of the car without any issues at all. So yeah, it's quite good. Even though in the doors you don't get the modern design, it is pretty well designed. On the back side, especially on the tires, you have the same size tires. You get these 19-inch tires with 19-inch alloys. You have solid brake discs over there. You have multi-link suspension system at the back with an anti-roll bar also to ensure that you get good cornering and stable ride, and also it improves on the comfort of a car like this. And of course, the suspension system is independent. The backside looks good. It's actually very, very beautiful. Starting from the top, you have your aerial fin over there. No spoiler on this car. You have brake light on top. You have wiper for the backside, and then of course you have this beautiful design at the back. Mazdas are good when it comes to designing the backside of their cars, and actually the taillights also are quite amazing. I love these full LED taillights. Your turn signals are at the center, and then of course you have these reverse lights. They're a bit smaller, but yeah, it's very much functional. So this is a Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive, which means the power is sent to all the four wheels electronically. All right, it's not the standard 4x4. This one is an all-wheel drive, so the car by itself will determine which wheel needs more power, and power will be sent exactly to that wheel. Now, on this side, being shown that this one is a Mazda CX-5 diesel, so you have Sky Active D technology, which kind of improves on fuel economy, and also it improves on the amount of power that you get, both on torque and horsepower, and at the same time improving the fuel economy. A number of sensors at the back, at least to improve the safety when you're parking. If somebody passes behind your car or somebody is getting too close to you, these sensors will help you notice that. On the lower side of the car, you have these reflectors also, and then of course on the lower side you have these rear bumper, which doesn't look very attractive, but serves the purpose. And then of course you have two exhausts, one on the right, one on the left. So about the exterior of the car, I think Mazda ticks all the boxes, are very well designed, and I have no complaints about that. So here at the back you have your electric tailgate. You just press it and it pops the back side. So starting from this side, you have your button here to lock it or to close your tailgate, and then of course you have this cover for the back side. If you don't need it, of course you can retract it, or you can actually remove these bits entirely. Back here you have this massive space. You have 408 liters of space, which actually it can go all the way to 1,500 liters if you fold the rear seats, and you can fold the rear seats by pulling these levers here at the back on each side. So the split on the back side is 60-40. On this side it folds one seat, on this side it folds these other seats. On this side you notice that the use of this car placed this fabric material here, at least to protect the back side of the car. And actually if you lift it, you get the original fabric material. And on the lower side you have your Bose subwoofer. This is where the sound is manufactured. Very punchy bass inside there. It gives you the quality of a studio setup at the back. And then at the back here you have 12-volt output to charge your accessories, which is quite brilliant. So I'll take you through the interior. Let us see what we get inside this car, starting from the front all the way to the back. So we are packed a bit tighter because we have several cars. There are so many cars at the moment. All these cars available, so don't worry about the spacing. You'll forgive me on that. So we'll start from the door. You have this beautiful setup on the door here. Everything is just straightforward. You have this plastic finish with some awesome stitches. Look at these great stitches. You have wood trim, brush chrome finish, completed door handle. Then of course you have power door controls with automatic side mirrors over there. Leather armrest. It's not the softest, but it feels pretty comfortable with some brown stitches on it. On the lower side you have a larger storage space, and of course you have your Bose speakers, which is designed to deliver the punchiest sound quality. Now this is the rest of the interior. This is how it looks. It looks very good, and I think this is the design that you get in almost all the Mazdas, especially Mazda CX-5 and Mazda CX-8 and Mazda CX-9. The only difference is that the center console kind of enlarges as the car moves from CX-5 to CX-8. Now starting from the seats, you have these massive black leather seats, which are of course perforated and with beautiful stitches, as you can see there. So the seats are actually heated, and the seats are also cooled. Now on the lower side you can adjust your seat electrically using these buttons, and of course you have two memory seat settings, so that if you're driving this car you can just push a button there and it will of course place itself in the last configuration that you used, or the configuration that you set for yourself. Now, starting from this side, you have these beautiful air vents with chrome finishing on it. Also, you have this wood trim over there. On the lower side, you have your idling stop, what do you call it, lane departure assist. You have 360-degree view of the car, parking sensor activators, and of course, you can open your tailgate using this button. On the lower side, you have opener for the bonnet, opener for your fuel cap, and on the lower side, of course, you have your your pedals. Now the car looks amazing. I love the finish that you get inside here. It's mostly black, and personally I think black color is a premium color, so having a car with black interior is actually very good. And Mazda primarily make cars with black interior. I've seen several with white or ivory seats, which is quite good. Now, starting from the steering wheel, we have this beautiful steering wheel here, which offers sharp and responsive steering, which is pretty good. You have your SRS airbags here at the center, and of course you have the circular center with Mazda emblem. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have multiple controls for the infotainment system. On the right side, you have your adaptive cruise control, which is an essential feature in an SUV like this. You have paddle shifters on either side of the steering wheel, because you can actually drive this car in manual mode. The clusters are good, even though Mazda still employ the old or the analog clusters, which is no issue at all. I think everything is straightforward, and of course some bit of it is digital, so once you switch on the car, you'll be able to see some other features that you can't see right now. The mileage on this car is around 66,000 kilometers only, which is it's not that bad. It's actually very good. On this side, you have your heads-up display, so when you're driving the car can actually read your road signs, and actually it will show you the speed of the car on this side. Instead of you looking down at the clusters, you can actually just see through the windshield and see the speed you are at. Other features that are available here is the Bose audio system. If you're driving a Mazda and you notice these speakers on the sides, you will note that it is powered by Bose, which is actually the best sounding infotainment system and in these cars. I know JBL audio system is also very capable, but personally I think I love Bose, which is quite good. And if you love JBL, no problem. They all offer different music style. For the Mazda CX-5, it gives you a studio-like effect, while for the JBL, it gives you theater effects. Extra speakers, 7.5-inch infotainment system right there, which is powered by Android. Sorry, it has no Android Auto. You have Bluetooth connectivity, USB connectivity, FM, and all those features. Now, I don't have the key with me. I should have shown you, but you can actually control the infotainment system right here with the touch sensitive controls, or you can use these controls on the center part to control the infotainment system. You still have the DVD slots, 2 air vents here at the center, which actually looks very good. Your hazard button, your push to start button. You can hit your seats using these buttons over here, and of course you have seen decentralized dual zone SC, which is pretty well placed. The center console houses a number of controls. You have this storage space here, 12-volt output on the inside. You have this leather pad here where you can actually rest your knees. You have this gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic transmission, of course. And if you happen to lock your gear shifter by mistake, you can actually open it from this side. Inside there is a way that you can open it. Centralized controls for the infotainment system are located here. You have your brake, electronic brake, and you can auto hold it. 2 cup holders, a larger center console with a deeper storage, and it comes with 2 USB slots, SD card slot, auxiliary output, and 12-volt output. The dashboard is very well designed. You have wood trim over there, brush chrome finish. You have this material here that feels like leather, but actually it's not leather. Then of course it comes with these beautiful stitches. Air vents at the end, a large glove compartment for some of your stuff. Then of course the passenger door looks like the driver's door completely, minus a few controls over there. And then of course you have this front passenger seat, which is also electrically adjustable, and it is also heated. On the top side, you have your analog rear view mirror, LED lighting for the interior, and of course you have your sunroof opener right here, so you can actually open the sunroof and get a clear view of the environment. So it can also improve on the lighting. If you need more light in the interior, you can only actually open that so that you get good air quality. Let me now show you the backside. The backside is actually very, very beautiful. It's also very spacious. So you have this door design here. It looks exactly the same as the driver's door, minus a few controls over there. Wood trim, brush chrome on the door handles. Also, you have these leather armrests, larger storage with your Bose speakers again. So I think from this door, this is where you can get some good room to access the back side. Now you have these large seats here. Of course, you can accommodate 3 passengers here at the back, which is actually very good. The seats are black with some perforations and some brown stitches, which is actually very, very good. And of course, you can still recline the seats a little bit more to the back. And then of course here you have your armrest, which has 2 cup holders, your buttons to hit your seats, and of course you have 2 USB slots on the inside tray. So I think this is pretty good, pretty much comfortable. And if you sit inside here, this is the space that you get. It's actually very, very spacious, no complaints about that. That's good. Then of course you have these air vents at the back. So about that, I think Mazda CX-5 ticks all the boxes. I have no complaints about a Mazda CX-5. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed, because I want you guys to be seeing what we are posting here on a daily basis. And if by any chance you don't like the red Mazda CX-5, we have one silver Mazda CX-5 diesel all-wheel drive also, minus a sunroof. And then actually have another one here. This is a wine red without a sunroof, but all the other specs are the same. They are all-wheel drive, and of course all of them are diesel. So if you're still watching to this point, thank you so much for doing that. Make sure you are subscribed, like, and share the video. I'll see you in the next one, and thank you so much.